Check, check, check. Is this thing on? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I wore this shirt because Rodney Robinson sent it to me in the mail. He said, you got to wear this on Fridays, bro. And I was like, dude, I said, it's really kind of a little out of my wheelhouse. No, I'm just joking. Shout out to Rodney. We love you, man. I know you like the shirt. I wore it for you, baby. I wore it for you, baby. Look, you can see the muscles getting bigger in the shirt, Rodney. Are you getting scared yet? Are you a shook one? I'm just... Shout out to everybody here on the live. I'm shook now. I shouldn't even open my mouth. The dude's biceps are like bigger than the state of Florida. So look, here is a lemon. I'm going to put it into the water. That's how we're going to start the day here. Mike is doing things again from the screen share, right? How is that? Is it better there? God bless you and yours. Mike is a bit off. Is it better now? How is that? Yo, I restart the computer. I do everything I'm supposed to do. I even restarted this. Like, how is it supposed to happen through the screen share? Like, you know what I mean? Hello, better. That should be good now too, right? You know what it does is it doesn't allow me to hear the mic properly, right? Put a little higher now, bro. How's that? That should be perfect, right? I think that's muddy. Put a little higher now. Great now. 333. So look, we put the lemon into the water. Shout out to everybody here. Love my lifers getting from them gains on MATIC and Atom. Entry was 40 cents and $7. Let's go. Panic sell everything, my man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So we're going to take a big sip of the lemon water, get hydrated for the stream. What you want to avoid doing is sucking in an air bubble in between the water. That can cause intense pain. Don't do that. I've done that on the live. It hurts really, really bad. Okay. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's take a look at the ticker. Let's see what's going on in the game. Mana up 5.5. MATIC up 5.5% to 89. Mana up 3%. Market taking a little bit of a bounce. We're going to take a look and show you what happened this morning. So look, this morning I saw this flag and I said, man, I'm expecting a bounce off the S&P. 2 minutes later, a huge green candle came out for the S&P and we went all the way almost to the resistance that I have here at 4,000. I said, wow, that's going to spike a pump for Bitcoin. And lo and behold, Bitcoin follows it like a little puppy right to the upside. Bring, right? So we were watching this already. You were privy to this information if you were in the trading group. I did a Bitcoin update this morning and I went over the idea of how the S&P and Bitcoin follow each other, and I gave you some deep insight into the market. We also talked about what is a complex inverted head and shoulder. We got Luna Crush here too, getting Dana from this section. Try again shortly. Interesting. I'm getting a new computer. I would like to have you guys criticize the build. I'm going to put it out in a little while. I want you to criticize the build. If anyone thinks it could be better, stronger, faster, or more efficient, you let me know. But I believe I have the best team on the game, on the game, whatever you want to say. So shout out to everybody here. Trader Anon Lemon Water balances your body's pH. Lots of benefits. Welcome into the greatest education in crypto ever. Best channel on YouTube. Thank you so much for saying that. That is one of the nicest things anyone could ever say about me. Rodney, you're one of the greatest humans I ever met. Thank you so much. The shirt is pimp. Thank you so much. I wear the shirt on Fridays when I'm feeling fresh. Starting off today, right? Shout out to Michael Martinez. Everybody, we're going to start the day with a little bit of a mantra, all right? A mantra. How's that? Everyone wants trading, but let's start with the mindset. We will become great. We will do everything we set our minds out to do. We are beautiful. We are special. We are loved. We deserve greatness. Repeat after me. I deserve greatness. I deserve gains. I deserve to be open-minded to trade the market both ways. I deserve to be free of bias, bullish or bearish. I deserve to be open-minded. I deserve to lead myself to gains. Appreciate each and every one of you. Repeat after me. I am amazing. I am beautiful. I am loved and I am loving. Bang, bang, bang. Let's go. Love is the strongest frequency. If you live in love, you will accomplish every single goal that you have set out to accomplish. It is a sledgehammer against obstacles. It is a behemoth against fear, and it will basically push you all the way to the limit of anything that you're going for. I'm telling you, live in love, everybody. It's special. It's my special sauce, and I'm telling you, it's how I get to the next level every single time. It's not easy to live in love. You got to love yourself, and to love yourself takes time. Let's talk a little bit about Fracton protocol. We talked about it here in this cup and handle. It did make a bullish divergence and would pump up on the cup and handle. We got initial gains of 50, right? Came back down. It's pumping yet again with some bullish movement. I'm going to keep Fracton protocol on the radar. I'm going to show you something now. Watch. So we already hit it. We see the gains. We see where we're at. And we can clearly see that we have a bit of a resistance here for Fracton protocol. Right about here, right? So we mark our first resistance line. Then we can see that we're respecting a bit of a trend here. Now you can see that we are forming a bit of a what, like a descending, ascending, you know, somewhat of a bullish pattern here. An ascending triangle hybrid. You know, this could break to the upside. Now, what we're looking for is possibly a continuation up and then a retest of this area for good measure. That would be beautiful. Or it may never leave and it may retest this area. Either way, those are my two succulent points to sink my teeth in if this is looking fresh. And so what I do is I begin to build the position. I begin to build the idea. Are you with me? Who's with me now? Who's with me now? Who's watching as we do damage here on the channel? All right. Appreciate you for coming on. And trading has been tough. It hasn't been gains on gains on gains. Trading has been tough. I've seen people still pulling money out of the market, and I still see some things that I'm watching. But for me, personally, trading has been tough too. I haven't been going hard into I don't go, honestly, this is a type of trading that I don't go hard into. When Bitcoin is in sideways price action, sketchy business. We must get a 4-hour candle to close above 4,000, 20,300, 4,000, 20,000, because I get the S&P in my head, you know. But look, in 1 hour and 41 minutes, we must close above 20,300 to remain bullish. That's my big resistance zone. Honestly, I would love even higher, right? So that's something that really needs to play out for Bitcoin. The 4 hour is very overbought, and we're unable to get above resistance. You know, we did break this trend line for sure, but it could just be a fake out, honestly. I'm not impressed by any of this bullish movement. We still have heavy resistance at 20,005, 20,008, and until those two levels are broken, really doesn't matter. Sorry to the Bitcoin bears or the bulls or anyone out there. And again, I'm not a bull, I'm not a bear. Long term, I believe Bitcoin will crush every asset in the next 10 years, just like it did last 10 years. So I am overall Bitcoin bullish, okay? But I trade all coins. I trade anything. I am an opportunist. I make money out of thin air. I could make money out of a rock. I would bang two rocks together, make a sculpture, sell the sculpture at an art fair. You gave me sand. I would spit in the sand, turn it into some type of ball. Then I would make the bunch of balls, and then I would make a game out of the balls that the kids would play. Like, you know, and we would roll them around into like rock structures, or we'd do pebbles into circles. You name it, I would find a way to make it happen. I would make something out of nothing. I was an artist before this. I'm still an artist, drawing every single day here. One thing I do want to talk about is this complex inverted head and shoulder. This is the definition of a complex inverted head and shoulder here on Bitcoin. All right. If you've never heard of it, if you don't know what I'm saying, I Googled it for you here, and I'm showing you some, you know, a complex inverted head and shoulder usually has 2 or 3 left and right shoulders. Sometimes 3 here, sometimes 2 there, sometimes 3 and 3, sometimes 2. They don't have to be equal, but usually most of the time, you're going to have 2 shoulders on either end. You know, the complex inverted head and shoulder. You see? This is an inverse head and shoulder pattern as well. The complex really kind of spaces it out. All right? This is really the best definition of it right here. All right? So I was trying to teach you some insight, some deep information so you can figure out kind of what's happening in the markets. Here's another good version of a complex inverted head and shoulder. A lot of times, even the right shoulder and the left shoulder have head and shoulders inside of them. You'd be surprised, all right? So I woke up this morning and I was like, you know, I'm bearish. Bitcoin can't get above, you know, I woke up this morning with the 15-minute high and I was like, I'm bearish. Bitcoin can't get above the zone. I said in the 15 minutes pointing down, I said, you know, it's highly unlikely. I said, we could get a short squeeze. Anything is possible. But probability-wise, I said, I'm bearish until Bitcoin can close a candle on the 4-hour or the daily above 20,300, 20,005 and change the game. If it cannot do those things, then I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? The bulls must step up and show us a break above a resistance point for me to remain bullish. It's just that simple, okay? It's really like, and you don't, the thing is that when you make this simple and you kind of look at it for exactly what it is, you begin to see what's going on. Everybody, every day we do the like game, and it's a fun game, it really is, but at the same time, man, my voice is used for charting. If I didn't have to use my voice to ask to get the likes up to the watchers, we would get more done here. So help us get more done. Just do the right thing so I don't have to mention it. Let's see those likes fly all the way up to 500. Let's keep it moving. I know it will. I appreciate each and every one of you. We had 1,000 people on the live stream yesterday, if you can believe that. 900 likes. It was out of control. So let's do it again. It's fantastic, frisky Friday fun, baby. And we're here every single day. So let's break it down. And there's opportunity in the market every day. We may just find some gains. And the next 10 minutes, we never know. Anything is possible. We got BOOKMAP. We got a lot of awesome tools at our side. And honestly, my tools cost like, I don't know, $500, $600, $700 a month. So if you're just a beginner, come on in. You may not have the $700 a month, right? But I do. So I'm providing you with so much detailed information. And this information costs money. So I'm already forking out that dough to give you amazing value every single day. For instance, BOOKMAP, TradingView Pro, all these high-end, payment services that I use, subscriptions that I use to really, and they're amazing tools. They're amazing tools. You were merely adopted by the TA. I was born into it, molded by it. I don't see profit till I was already a man, my man. We will have 100 over 1,000 over and over again. Let's go. 333. Shout out to Betty Boy 07, my man. I told you guys, Luna C is going to continue to go up. The burn hasn't even went into effect yet. Not financial advice. My man, Greg Vincent making claims. Luna Classic pumping. KMD looking tight, about to pop. Interesting. I like that. Komodo, right? Test me on a coin. Throw out tickers and see if I know what the coin is off the top of my head. Just throw out any ticker and see if I know what the ticker is. Who can stump me? Who can stump me? I want to see if someone can stump me. Send out a ticker and see if I can tell you what coin it is. I want to see if someone can stump me. Watch me get stumped in the first coin. You know what I mean? But this is a fun game. Just write in all your tickers. Start sending tickers into the stream. That's Stargate Finance, STG. VPAD is Velopad, Velos, that's the launch pad for Velos. KOK, that is, we traded that all the time. That's funny. Komodo, I know what Komodo. Anchor is Anchor Protocol. MTS is Metis, right? Kishu Unu, we used to trade that. Gag, you're ridiculous. Stop that. Glimmer is Glimmer. XRP, right? NOIA, I don't know NOIA. GSX, I traded that. GSX, I believe that's GSX protocol, or no, Genesis, right? Yeah. FRS, Fedora, SRX, Quant is Quant, right? Casper Labs, Titan, come on, man. Bitcoin, you guys are, CTSI is Cartesi, right? VVS is ICP Internet Protocol, Bolt, BLT is Bolt, TVK is Terra Virtual Collect, Sologenic 6100 is, we know what that is. I mean, come on, right? Kuju, VET is VChain, right? ICP, DCN, I don't know what DCN, KMA is, I know what KMA is, is Calamari. Yeah, VChain, Standard Protocol, STX is STX, you know what I'm saying? Mina Protocol, 1 inch, you guys are giving the real names. I mean, right? Bay is BitBay, Scallop is Scallop, ENC, PAL, Jazz, you guys, right? SOV, Core, you guys got to go faster, man. Aqua, I've never heard of Aqua. CFG is Centrifuge, right? GS, I don't know what that one is. Tesla, come on, man. Likes is Limpo, you know what I'm saying? Which you wouldn't know, they don't act the same, KuCoin shares, Cake, CKB is Nervos, right? STMX, that's just kind of what it is, you know what I mean? GT, damn, I think I know more than y'all. I'm stumping y'all. CHG is Chili's, GMT, we know that's stepping, right? Auction GRT is GraphLink, right? Green Satoshi token, we know Crow is crypto.com. HMT, what is HMT? I thought maybe HNT, Dub, NU. You guys keep saying the same thing. NMR is numeraire. All right, I'm done. 580 people on the live. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going to pick out an awesome person right now. Who here would like a 1-month subscription to the trading group? Who here would like 1 month subscription to the trading group? If you put a 333 in the section, and I would like it if you're not already in the trading group, all right? So if you're not already in the trading group and you want to be, put a 333 in the subscription. I'm going to pick somebody today and I'm going to give you 1 month in the trading group, all right? Preferably if you're not already in the trading group, all right? Wow, look at the 333 coming on in. Wow. That's crazy. That's nuts. We should do this every Friday. Every Friday, someone gets a free month in the trading group. You know what I mean? Isn't there a wheel? I would love to do a wheel or something that picks random comments, like random comment picker for YouTube, right? We got to get that generated. Wow. I've never seen so many 333s coming in my life. The chat rate just went to 70. It's exploding. Can we get the likes up to the watchers while we do this, though? 578 people on the live. Wow. Dang. I created a demand, huh? This is insanity. Wow. I feel like, I like this kid's name here, Justin Kraft. I just like that. Justin Kraft. Justin Kraft. And you know what? I want to do two people. And Jeanette. I like more ladies in the group too. And so that Jeanette and Justin Kraft. All right? Make yourself a Discord right away and message me, cryptolifer, right? With no space. And I'm 3089 though. 3089. All right? Message me on Discord. All right? Or email cryptolifers@gmail. And I want to make sure it's really you. So I don't know if you have to take a picture of yourself. You got to do something to verify. But Justin Kraft, use this exact email that you have here on Gmail, because this should be a Gmail email, and Jeanette as well. All right? Jeanette and Justin Kraft. Both of you have won 1 month access into the Discord. I hope you love it. I hope you like it. I'm super excited to see you in there. All right? Super cool, man. Thank you, everyone who participated. Everyone who hit the 333, please hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. We just boosted up to 600 viewers. You guys are helping us grow every single day. Let's get to the 1,000 that we were at yesterday. I know we can do it if we do it right. I need to perform at the speed of light every single day. It's how we do it, all right? So look, Bitcoin. We got to look at the ES1. Bitcoin's following the ES1 so closely. So look, ES1 had a beautiful pump, then it had a dump, then it had a beautiful pump again. Unbelievable, right? And it's just the volatility of a Friday. Honestly, though, not too shabby because it's a breakout with a retest. To me, it came down and just wanted to make sure that it retested on the 7-minute time frame. And then it bounced with conviction. So look, the 7-minute lately has been a go-to time frame for massive gains. I can't understand why. Normally it is not. It's almost like they're hiding all the moves on the 7-minute. 7-minute suggesting a huge pump here for the S&P. Look, lack of bullish momentum. RSI turning. SRSI pushing to the upside with a measured move to about 4,043. And we want to see the S&P get back above 4,000. It's a big deal. It's a very, very big deal. You know what I mean? So, Justin, can I see that you confirmed? And Jeanette, can I see you both confirm here in the comment section? Can I see you both confirm? Maybe you did. I want to make sure that you're confirming because I want to make sure you really want it. And you're really going to take advantage of it because it's a lot of people want that spot, and I want to make sure the person that gets it really wants it. Congratulations, 333. Take advantage of the opportunity. Thank you. Make sure the person that gets it really wants it. Mike didn't sound scratchy to me. I don't know. Man, I missed a good intro today. I can't wait to be in the Lifer group. I'm in it. Congrats, Jeanette and Jean. 1 month free access to the 99. Please message. Yep. Yeah, we want to see you in the message section. Jeanette and Justin, if you're here, just confirm that you... Sam, you're doing so much out there, bro. The universe sees you and will answer. I love you, man. The universe sees you and will answer to you too, man. You're the best, bro. One step at a time, one day at a time, man. We got nothing to fear but fear itself. All we have is the love in our hearts, and if we live with the love in our hearts, we can accomplish anything we put our mind to. I'm telling you right now, everybody. So look, we have a lot of liquidity up here, and the S&P showing a short squeeze. So it's looking like Bitcoin's going to 20,700, in my humble opinion. I'm calling a little move for Bitcoin here based on the S&P bullishness on the 7-minute time frame. Let's look at Bitcoin on the 7-minute time frame doing the same thing. Look, they are twins. The S&P and Bitcoin are twins, and they both want to make this flag to the upside. This would take Bitcoin up to 20,700, and that would also be completely corroborated by the liquidity here on BOOKMAP and the first short liquidation here. So the right move was to play short. I mean, I have to be honest, but the right move isn't always the right move. You have to have some more tricks in the bag, and I'm going to teach you how it's not just TA. You need to know more about order books, more about how the market maker goes and gets you, more about what happens with liquidated trading. Even though I don't trade leverage heavily on the liquidated sites, I spot them and I watch them very, very closely, okay? Very important. Very important, all right? So the point of the story here today is I see a pump for Bitcoin, all right, on the 7, all the way up. And there it goes. I mean, how do we do this every day? How do we always seem to call the pump? Because we just take it very simply. Falling wedges, stochastic, lack of bearish momentum. Like, we don't beat it with a dead horse, right? I go to small time frames and I play the small time frame. That's it. Like, right now, I'm not worried about every other time frame and all the nuances and the ups and downs and the daily, the 4 hour, blah, 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 blah. You can get lost in the sauce. At one point, you have to focus on one type of time frame, one type of movement, and then maximize that movement. Take advantage of that movement, you know? Here, we got a double top. We got to break above this, or we have ourselves an M pattern that will dump to the downside. I don't care what the stochastics say. Always be ready for the pattern to break to the downside. That would be an M, and the M would take us down back here. Are we ready for that? So we need to see this candle get above it. I'm always skeptical. The S&P suggests that we will, but the same thing will happen here. Are we going to make an M on the S&P? See this? I'm teaching you every single day. Right now, I'm teaching you how the S&P and the Bitcoin are correlated. Now I'm showing you how M's get created and how you either going to make an M or you're going to follow through the measured move. Okay? This is a big deal right here when we get to this point. And what I will tell you is I bet the 1 minute or the 5 minute is a bit overbought. Usually what happens, see, how did I know that? How did I know the stochastics were high right there? Because I played this game so many times before, my friends, and I've seen it. That is double topping right now at 20,350. So we now have resistance on the local time frame. And yes, we are looking at minutia on the 5 and the 7. I don't want you to get too caught up on it. But when Bitcoin's trying to move and we can't figure it out, look, the 1 hour is not giving us that much of a signal. The worrisome here is that the 1 hour is getting a little overbought and didn't get above a previous resistance. That's downside to me, or at least sideways price action. So looks like Bitcoin's going to continue to be sideways for a while, you know. So let's get back to our 7. It's messy if you look at it on any other time frame because you got to look deep. All right. All right. So you want to duplicate this now. All right. And duplicate this a little bit. And we look at other charts. We freestyle. All right. I freestyle with the Bitcoin chart. Why do I do that? Because I want to be like two different people, open-minded at all times. I don't want to be locked in to what has to be. You know what I mean? I actually like going to the BTC USDT KuCoin chart. So I dance between the KuCoin and the Binance chart. Both are exactly similar. The liquidity is going to be the same. All right. So look, and I delete everything here and I just look at it fresh. At the end of the day, look at the 2 hour. 2 hours saying, hey, you're still at resistance technically, right? You could claim, and this is the question, did we break out or not? Years of pattern trading teach you whether you can confirm whether this is a breakout or not. To me, it is. I mean, because it's so tight on the channel and that area was so smooth on it. So we did breach the trend line. All right. 2 hour chart is bent, is pretty spent. You see that? I don't trade the 2 hour much. I tend to stay away from it because it can confuse my 1 hour and my 4 hour bias. So I don't trade the 2 hour. If you do trade the 2 hour, I believe if you start using the 2 hour and the 1 on the 4 hour, it'll confuse you. So I actually do not use the 2 hour. I've traded it a few times in my life, but it's just rare for me to trade it. All right. Then you just make it real simple. The less lines, almost the better. Heavy resistance for Bitcoin at 20,500. All right. We can't get above the zone. Expect more downside. It's simple. Right. And now you got yourselves in like, I feel like this did break out though. See that? That's a breakout. I take it exactly how it is. So what we're looking for now is two different things. We want this to continue up and get a retest. So continue up, hang out, and come back down. And when this comes back down, we want the 1 hour up in here. What we don't want to see is a rejection and a break back into the pattern. All right. Or a bounce here. You know, we could get a bounce of a retest. So it's crucial we get above this bar because that'll change the rest of the day. You see what I'm saying? That'll change the whole rest of the day. Bang, bang, bang. Okay. So, shout out to Crypto Guapo. Thank you so much for Ave3L. We love you, man. Pat yourself on the back. I hope you're feeling good about it. So, look, let's take a look here. So, look, rejection here, coming back to the downside, and a possible bounce. Okay? A possible bounce off of what? This POC. See this? Point of control right here on the 1 hour time frame. All right. So show me a candle closing above 20,300 on the 4 hour time frame. At least that's my first setup. It's going to take an hour and 22 minutes. All right. Show me the S&P continuing to bump, which and let's get to the target. All right. We got room on this 7 minute. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's not make a double top here on the S&P. This is our line on the sand. The next 20 minutes are going to tell us whether this double tops or we push through. All right. This is key. This is like watching football live, but it's crypto. And you got a good announcer. You got a football announcer guy with you. He shoots, he scores. You know what I'm saying? You know what, Marv? The last time I covered a game, it was 1959. I was wearing my red and blue boxers. Why? Well, because the night before, it was July 4th, and I hadn't changed. The point of the story is, it was July 5th. It was amazing. It was an amazing day. There was no sports on at all because it was the middle of July, but I was getting ready for my next game, which was in 2 months, Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. So can we get the push up or do we get rejected? Here is the question, and this is why you watched. I mean, how many times I watched price action and we just sit and stare at this right here. I mean, this is your key to insight for the day. So insane, right? But it is. I got my eyes on Cosmos. Seb, thank you so much. It's like Tom Brady, the GOAT, man. DXY dropped overnight, 110 to near 109. We must look at the DXY for sure. So we're watching Fracton protocol on the radar with the alert system. Either we get a breakout and a retest like Bitcoin, or we get the breakdown and maybe we get the pump off the lower trend. Anything is possible. You must be open-minded and be ready to switch hit. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. What up, Jeanette? Smart Go, she jumped on in quickly. Yeah, we're getting that AMD, baby. So I'm building a new computer. I got a build ready to go. I want to show it at the end of the stream. I won't waste your time. But if anyone wants to kick it at like 12:05, that's when I do like my fun stuff. You know what I mean? Have a blessed day, lifers. Pay yourselves. Shout out to my man. Always pay yourself. Shout out to ZZ. Pap loves ZZ. We love you, man. Thank you for jumping on in. We appreciate the $20 super chat from ZZ Paps Lovey. And he didn't even ask for anything. He just said, hey, lifers, pay yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Have a great day, right? September for blood. Are you guys watching the ETH Cup and Handy on the 4 hour with a breakout? We'll take a look. Everything in this channel is a winner. Everyone in this channel is a winner. Our prize is the best and most accurate TA and positive odds in the game. Shout out to Jamie, man. We love you. Super chats. Ava3L. Ave3L, yeah. She sees opportunity when it comes. Loving the music. Thank you. You should wait till the later this year. But the GPUs will be the new generation. No point in buying something that's been out for nearly 3 years. No, the thing is, I'm getting something that just came out actually like in the last 6 months. AMD just came out with their new version. Also, they are coming out with new, but you don't want to buy right when the new ones come out, in my humble opinion. Could be some issues. You want to buy pre-first generation. I've always done that as a computer builder. I've never gobbled up the exact thing that came out because you don't want to be the guinea pig. You know what I mean? You don't want to be the guinea pig. And honestly, I can't wait till later this year. I need a computer. So it is what it is, man. It's time to buy, It's going to be a behemoth of a computer. Don't go AMD. See, look at people saying don't go AMD. See that? You know what I mean? I get so many mixed signals when it comes to computer buying. Like, people, don't do this, don't do that, do. And I'm always like, geez Louise. Like, we got to come to one, you know. There we go. We broke through the previous high. We did not make the double top. Yes, and the crowd goes wild, baby. Bitcoin pumping to the target. The S&P continuing to go up. And we had you at hello, baby. We had you at this move. Okay. I was bullish on the S&P this morning at 8:30. Bang, bang, bang. I love my 5900X. Eat it, AMD haters. Shout out to Zero Allegiance. See, look, I got 303 RTX with your name on it, boss. I got a 390 RTX with your name on it, boss. I mean, what should I get? A 390 RTX? AMD is much improved. Savvy cup and handy to the Sammy cup and handy. You're so ridiculous. Don't say stuff like that. All right, so look, there's the move to the upside there. Look at that. Bang, bang, bang. We need to continue, though. Stochastics will tell you whether you have the momentum or not, and we still got momentum on the stochastics. Lack of bearish momentum on the MACD. No reason to halt this move back above 4,000. This is huge. I kept screaming at the S&P, you cannot lose 4,000 S&P. You must get back above. And also, this is big because, look, we broke this big trend line. We've been in this downward trend line. We did breach it. We got to get above the whole zone and get somewhere up into the 4,100 areas, back where we were before, to really achieve greatness. Everybody, we got to get the likes up to the watchers. You got to do it. We're going to keep giving you free information here every single day. We're going to provide you with guidance into Bitcoin, into what's happening live, what time frames to use, how to watch it, how to track it. This is basically how to capture a wild animal live. You don't see this on other channels. Every other channel, they kind of set up the TA, talk about it, give you the parameters. We do it live here. Like, we're actually forming shapes live. We're tracking things. We're giving you ideas, and then they play out live on the channel. Like, we were already talking about this 7-minute breaking out when it just started down here, talking about a possible retest, and here we go on the way to the upside. However, we didn't break through yet. The S&P, it breached, but we really need more. We need to get that push all the way to the upside. I'm an Intel, but open-minded on everyone. Awesome for multi-thread power, baby. I'll do my hunting at the grocery store, not financial advice. Already have an EMA 200, 1 hour time frame. Next move, dump it. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, but you broke above it, my man. You just broke right through it, dude. So you sound, I don't know, man. You broke through the 200. Oh, you said the EMA. I used the SMA. So you're saying you're getting held by the 2 EMA, but I used the SMA, and we got above the SMA. We also got the 21 to cross through the 50, which is a bullish sign to me for Bitcoin. That inverted head and shoulder broke up to the upside, just as suggested. We showed you this morning. I said I was bearish because we weren't getting a candle close. I said, but that's still, anything is possible, and that is an inverted head and shoulder. If you just played the idea that this was going to look, if you don't see it, I showed you that it was a complex inverted. See it? Very likely to play out to the upside. All right. Then we had a falling wedge, very likely to play up. And that still has juice. There's no reason that juice won't stop. Show me that juice, baby. All the way up to the dotted line. Then, and only then, can we then say we've hit resistance. What's the word? If you haven't paid that light tax, I'm going to need you to drop everything and do so. Adam target $18. Huge gap to fill if Bitcoin keeps grinding up. I love Adam, man. I hold Adam long term, baby. That's the most complicated head and shoulders. I love it. It's called a complex inverted head and shoulder. That's exactly what it is. A complex inverted head and shoulder. These are real patterns. I'm not making this up. You'll find this to be true. All right. Complex inverted head and shoulders. They're all over the place. You'll see them. I'm teaching you every single day. Get the pro tips. Get the advice. Get the knowledge here. 300 people are afraid to hit the like button. Everybody, don't worry. We have splints and ice for your finger. If you come down on that button and for some reason as you're clicking the mouse, you tend to strain your finger or there's a pain there, we have splints. We have a whole medical team ready, waiting, standby. They will ship it right to your house. Don't worry. So if you happen to injure yourself hitting that like button, so it's risk-free, everyone. It's risk-free because we've got the tools to help you. So if you happen to hurt your finger, because I know it could happen. I know. You know, you're just going down, you're hitting, you think everything's going well, your finger's about to click on that mouse, and then just, I don't know, the mouse shifts, something happens, the earth turns, and I mean, your finger just twists a little bit and boom, you sprained your finger now. And it hurts and you're in pain. And you're like, man, I was trying to hit the like button and I got hurt on my way in, man. And so we understand. We're compassionate about that. We know it's not easy. And we have splints and ice for the fingers that get hurt on the we got it for you. All right, we got it for you. We will take care of it. So it's risk-free. It's risk-free. By all means, jump on in. All right, jump on in. So look, now, do we retest this now? This is beautiful. We need to see Bitcoin now retest the previous resistance. We can't go lower than this 20,300 area. This needs to be our new resistance. We need a bit of bounce here and get a move on. All right. I sprang my finger on the way in. I know you did. You got no fingers. Use your nose. Don't give up. Hey, you can hit the like button with the nose too. Look. I can do it. Look. So you can do it with the elbow. There's 100 ways to do it. See what I'm saying? So Bitcoin breached. I love to see that. We now just need a bounce and continue to move to the target. All right. It's still not amazing price action. This is still like watching paint dry. I mean, it barely moved to 20,400. You know what I'm saying? It's been going sideways all day. It didn't break this big resistance at 20,525, which it means, you know, I got to hurry my way to the gains. Shout out to the crypto doc, man. My finger has been broken for months. Still pushing through. Shout out to Jason, man. Send in a picture. 34,100 subs and climbing. Thank you for subscribing. If you have not, please click the subscriber button and it'll help the lifer community and the lifer. Appreciate that so much. Everybody, I teach class every single Tuesday from 3 to 5. We canceled it and moved it to Wednesday, which may have thrown some people off. We understand. We apologize. But every Tuesday, that's an amazing banner too. I love that banner. But every Tuesday, catch me, learn the language of the charts here. Crypto Trader Beginners Course. It's really learn how I get down. I give you a PowerPoint, all my special sauce. Like learn my special sauce in 2.5 hours. I give you everything I know for $99. Jump on in. You will love it. People say it changed their life. So many people have so much awesome things to say about this course. So I just keep teaching it. And I can't wait to teach it again Tuesday from 3 to 5 New York City time. I can't wait to see you in class. $99. Invest in yourself. You'll have that knowledge for the rest of your life. That will be $99 that you never lose. All right. Think about all the money that you've gone through in your life. You know, ups and downs. And I've lost money. Who here has lost money? It fell out of your pocket. Almost everyone here has lost some money, right? It's fallen out of your pocket. Something has happened. You know what I mean? Let's get back to freestyling. I need to get a vision of Bitcoin here. So here we are, right? And this is the best way to play it. 1 hour is about to get overbought, right? Looks to be coming down and testing this trend line or support here or the neckline and the POC. So we're looking for something here, some type of bounce. But it's likely we're getting rejected here now for whatever reason. You know, 1 hour is overbought. We didn't really seem to complete the mission, you know? 7 minutes seems to be stalling out here. Not showing signs of love. We got to get the love, baby. But we could flag this out. Possibly it's making a bit of a flag. This is how we may dig our way out of this hole, but we're not above resistance. And that's, to me, an M. Even if it's a slanted M, it's still an M, and it's bearish divergence. Look, swing down here on the RSI while you have a swing up on price action, and you know. And we got the bearish divergence confirmed here by the divergence indicator too as well with that red R. See? That's why I use stochastics RSI with divs. All right? Bearish divs, baby. Bearish divs. I couldn't make time, so I purchased a recording. How was the recording, Michael? I didn't get a lot of feedback from the recording. A lot of people purchase it, and I never really hear back. Could you give us some feedback on the recording? And you could be honest. Let me know what you think. Anything that we can help to make your life better. And I'm willing to hear it. So tell me what you think, Michael Miller. I would love to hear what you had, your experience with the recording. If you haven't deep dived the recording yet, I understand that's okay too. I don't want to put you on the spot. I'm screwed on my shorts, but it doesn't look like a true pump. It's just weird, man. Look at those weekly candles. I don't have a problem on being wrong, losing money, but it's just insane. I tell everybody you got to be careful. One day at a time. Lifer, please. TA on BRISE. Does it still have momentum? I will also take some Bitcoin if anyone doesn't want. This is one of the most scarcest assets in the world. I believe that's what everybody wants, in my humble opinion. You know, funny. So like this is what it's gonna look like. This is what the computer's gonna look like when it's done. 3 here, some fans. It's gonna be a completely clear case. Fire, complete fire. All right, a Leon Lee case if that's cool. All right. So this is what we came up with. You guys can criticize it. An AMD Ryzen 9 5900X core, 24-thread CPU. All right, bang. All right, an Asus ProArt XV50 Creator high-quality workstation motherboard. An AMD Radeon Pro W6800 professional workstation graphics card. This is a serious pro graphics card. Like, this thing is a behemoth of a graphics card. Like, you won't see any YouTuber with this graphics card. That's what we were thinking. We were like, this thing is insane. You find these on Newegg for $2,189 for one graphics card. This thing is a behemoth. Like, you could do 3D graphics with this thing. You know what I'm saying? It is amazing. So jump on in, check it out. This thing is awesome. All right. So that's what I'm going to be snatching up as a computer. You guys could tell me if you think it's not a good idea. You know, Corsair Vengeance, 128 gigabytes of RAM. Western Digital, black, right? 2 terabyte ultra fast SSD. The dynamic, visually stunning, high-quality case, high cooling potential. The Seasonic Focus 1080 gold high-quality power supply, right? The all-in-one liquid CPU cooler, and 6 Corsair premium fans. You tell me what you think, you know. Get it, brother. 6 setup. I build my own PCs as well. Damn, son. That's a mean GPU. I sold, yeah. Dude, everything's going to be serious. Serious. So I'm excited. You should get excited. We're going to have amazing stuff. And with the new computer, we're going to be able to do new things. We're going to start doing 3D. We're going to start showing you, you know, I'm going to do so much. I've already experienced with 3D camera work and VR camera, and I'll go outside on walks, talk about crypto. We'll be doing 3D. You'll be able to look around the woods with me while I go around the woods. We're going to take this channel to the next level. We're going to get it into the metaverse as soon as possible. I'm telling you, I got friends that have already built spaces in the metaverse that are like, Sam, come on in. We're just waiting for you to come on in. So we'll tweet this out after the stream and take options on computer builds. Plus, follow cryptolifer on Twitter and join in. Yeah, that'll be an awesome thing to jump on into, and it'll create a bit of a buzz and a good conversation. What's a good build for a streamer? You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I know it's Friday, baby, but the market does not stop. The market does not stop. So look, we got bearish divergence on the 7. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down on the RSI. All right? And again, 20,400, 4-hour candle closing above 20,300 will be somewhat bullish, and we did breach the trend line. That's a fat candle. So that candle now closes in 1 hour. It must close above 20,300, in my humble opinion. I would have liked it to close above 20,400, but I'll take 300 one step at a time. Quick lesson on fibs for the rookies. Please just realize to go from the top to the bottom on downtrends and vice versa. Thank you. Just realize to go from the top to the bottom on a downtrend and vice versa. Check out the new AMD CPU. I had 590X, and it's a massive improvement. That's what we said we're going to have. Didn't you see that? It's the 5900X, right? Right here. AMD Ryzen 5900X, 12 core. Yeah. Do people not listen, or do they just write whatever they want? I'm just joking. I'm just messing around, but life or potential head and shoulders on the 1 hour for Bitcoin. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see it. I don't see it. And yes, I called this, like, I'm not going to even say I called this pump, but I found this inverted head and shoulder, and I saw the probability we're going to break up, but I'm not even like, look at this pump I called, because it's just a whack rally. Like, it's not a strong pump. Like, there wasn't a lot of gains to be made. Like, fine. When you see the 3L tokens up 14%, that means the market moved 4%. And you got a little, you know, and like, yeah, you can scalp 4% all day long out of the market, and we do that. You know what I'm saying? There's a newer one than that that's better. Sup, dude, watching from the Philippines. Thank you, Mamba. Appreciate you, brother. Anybody watching from the Philippines? JK, LOL. You're funny. Anybody watching from the Philippines? Oh, he is. My gosh. Shout me out, please. Shout out to Mamba. You've been shout out, my man. Shout out to Mamba. And shout outs are going on today. Shout out to Diablo. Shout out to Love Learning. We love you. Shout out to Michael Martinez. 24,000 area. Looks like it has a lot of buying volume at 24,000. Happy Friday, people. Hit the like button for the weekend. Wow, I built my first computer over 20 years ago and 400 megahertz. LOL, that's crazy. Check out the new AMD CPU. I had a 500X and it's a massive improvement. Wow. Quick lesson of the fibs of the rookie, please. Thank you for saying that. It sounds like a virtual weapon. Shout out to Van Ganman. Shout out to Legendary Sniper. Shout out to everybody here on the live. DJ Porter Rock in the house. Appreciate you for being here. Okay. Send in super chats for chat if you want to go deep dive on a coin. Teach us about a coin. Tell us about a coin. Break a coin down that we may not know enough about. Okay. So the inverted head and shoulder broke to the upside. That was your measured move. Basically, if you just took basically an average of the neckline to the head here and then swung it to where we broke out. It's kind of what happened there. A little bit of, we didn't make it all the way. We did get above 20,300 right now, but I'm waiting for the 4 hour to close above it. And this is just a waiting game, everybody, of sideways price action. Just is what it is. I wish I could tell you something better. I wish I could make the market move. I wish I could force it to behave properly, So Fed is giving up on a soft landing in favor of a growth recession. All right. Just something that's kind of coming our way. Throughout 2022, the Federal Reserve has raised interest rates 4 times in an attempt to cool the U.S. economy and reduce inflation. The goal has been to do this without sparking a recession, thereby creating a so-called soft landing for the economy. Now, though, economists say the Fed is targeting something that could be much more painful for the average American, a growth recession. Man. So just be careful. The Fed is not going to tame inflation, in my humble opinion. Just not going to happen. All right. Everyone wants to know what's up with ETH. We're going to look at ES1 did break the high, so that's great. We just got to make sure we maintain above the zone now. See that? Just like that. Use that as support now. Stay above 4,000. We could make some bacon on the beach for the S&P, baby. Yes, I did say bacon on the beach. If you spit your coffee out, I hope you did. All right. Everybody, I go whenever I'm training with Sam at the gym. My name's Maki Mock, by the way. I paid a cop. I paid a fireman. It doesn't matter, babe. I'll do whatever it takes to get to the end of it. It doesn't matter, babe. It doesn't matter, babe. I'm Maki Wahlberg. All right. I eat 100 burgers at Wahlburgers every day. And you know what? I put onions. I put ketchup. It doesn't matter, babe. I played a sniper. I paid a fireman. And I'm going to get to the bottom of this situation, babe. I'm Maki Mock, all right? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Sam's the greatest crypto trader on earth. Cryptolifer for life. Shout out to everybody here. 753 on this Friday, man. It's a boring Friday, man. Come on. Show us some love, baby. Show us some love. We're going to deep dive into these alts and try to find some fun, some friction, some movement. Numeraire was moving. Numbers might be moving. We got some things on the radar that I've been looking at, too. Shout out to my elite traders in the game. Appreciate each and every one of you for being out here today, too, as well. All right. So we got through that move. Let's see if Bitcoin can continue to the upside, to the target and the S&P. I want to see 40,040 for the S&P. All right. That's what I want to see. And we want to see the 7-minute bounce back and break out all the way to 20,900, baby. No guarantees, but there's a chance. There's a chance, so you're telling me there's a chance. And we did hold 20K pretty nicely. All right. Let's look at our bigger time frames for Bitcoin. Let's look at the rest of the market. Let's look at the total market cap for cryptocurrency. Let's span out into some other information here. Key areas of insight that we must stand. Like total. I want to make sure total holds certain areas. So look. We talked about total. And what did we say? Total must break above $975 billion. Why? That was a heavy resistance area for total. What is total? Total is the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency, okay? We've been watching this up and down price action inside of the wedge for total, all right? This is it. This is it, all right? If I delete other things, you'll see how neat and clean it is. So look what we did. We came up, we got rejected, we rode this wave in a flag, and then we broke out of the flag to the upside. Bulls must break above $975 billion. Today we're at $978 billion. So, pretty awesome, right? $3 billion. Wow. Isn't that crazy? $3 billion came into the market overnight. This is a giant candle. Like, this candle is a $15 billion candle. Can you believe that? A $15 billion candle just came in. And look, we broke this resistance here. Right there. At where? About into the wick, 974, 975.50. We broke 975, everybody. I was screaming and yelling that it was a must. 4 hours hanging above it. We got to stay above it. We got to push up a little more and really keep above the zone. I like what this 7 minute is doing. It's showing signs of a movement here. So the total market cap always showing that we could push up. This rising wedge will break up parabolic. That would be beautiful. We can get back into the $1 trillion. And the fact that we left $1 trillion and we didn't go all the way back to like 7 and we came back above $1 trillion, it's also somewhat of a bullish sign, all right? Another thing that I'm talking about that nobody else is talking about. Nobody else went over this but us on this channel. Nobody. And I honestly can say this. We're talking about the retest of the 200 on the weekly. So look, I go to my groups. What I can do is I can hide all this inside of a group. Right click your group, create a group, hide the group, right? And just look, we never, in a bear market, we never go below the 200 on, now it used to be Bitcoin, but everyone showed Bitcoin, but no one talked about the total market cap. The total market cap never broke below the 200 SMA on the weekly. You know what I mean? And it's double bottoming here. You know, yes, the weekly's high, but we could get a little move push up. Then the weekly could come down later. The 2 week, which is strong, you know how the daily flips the 4 hour? The 2 week could flip the weekly, and like the 2 week has spent its time down here. And this is why I'm more inclined. This is why I feel like there's more of an 80% chance that we've bottomed. Even, you know, I'm open-minded though. I'm open. I want to be, there's no chance of anything. I want to be just who knows. But if you had to put a gun to my head, and I had to put a probability, like I had to, absolutely had to, I would have to say that there's more likelihood that we bottomed than we didn't, and I'll tell you why. Because the 200-day moving, the 2 week chart on the total market cap. There's your bottom here, low 2 week. Here's your bottom here, low 2 week, hanging out. Here's your bottom here, low 2 week. Here's your secondary bottom, bounce back up. We should have continued. That was a fake out because they printed so much money. And here we are again. I mean, and this could curve back down, and we could get a major dump back down to, of course. And we could see, you know, 650 billion, and we could retest 16K, and we could retest, this would be the 13K, right? $14,000 region for Bitcoin. I'm open-minded that anything is possible, but when the 2 week gets this low, and the RSI really has never, it was almost right there, like this is like the lowest the RSI gets. The MACD has never really been this low. It's just interesting. So, I mean, this is screaming for a bounce back to the upside. Screaming. It's also a falling wedge that breaks up 68% of the time. So if you just did simple math and you said, you know, that's a rising wedge, I'm going to trade that 68% of the time to the upside. And that's going to break up to the measured move to about $2.69 trillion. Right? And you played it as such. I mean, we're making a higher low for the first time. Like low, that's a higher low on the 2 week chart. It's a big deal, all right? You look at the monthly too. The monthly is spent. The monthly is telling you this is where you buy Bitcoin. I mean, the last time you had a chance to buy Bitcoin here was the bottom on total. So I don't know what to tell you guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I'm buying like it's the bottom. I can't force you to do it. I can't, but I am. You know, look, right now, look, watch. Right now, I'm going to do it live in front of you, just so you know I ain't no faker. Ain't no faker, maker, baker. You know what I mean? Today's a good day because the daily is low for me, and I like low dailies, and the monthly is low. If I plan on holding this How long did this last hold take? It took 1,000 days, 1,006 days, 33 bars, 33 2 weeks. So it took 66 weeks. All right. That makes sense. 33 bars, 33. Isn't that crazy? 33. How funny is that? So funny, man. It always happens to me. So if I hold another 1,000 days, okay, which isn't even going to be that bad. I mean, I'm going to be in the money, dude. I'm going to be in the money with a $3, $4, $5 trillion market cap, possibly. And this hill is going to look like, remember, people seem to forget that just, and watch this, and this is what's going to blow your mind. Just 1,000 days before our high that we were at, this was the biggest thing on the room. And we were all watching Bitcoin like this. And this was like the, we were like, will we ever make it to that high again? Bitcoin, oh no. And then, boom, that became a dip in the bucket. And so I see this one day as a dip in the bucket. We're going to be somewhere up in here. So I'm doing the right thing for my family long term, and I'm buying Bitcoin at the right times, and I'm adding to my bags. Right now, I'm going to buy more Bitcoin, all right? Yeah, I am, seriously. Trade, I'm going to hit the trade button, buy Bitcoin with cash. I'm going to buy $1,500. Watch, 1500. Look at this. Buy Bitcoin. All right, I'm going to cover up my Chase number. $1,500, right? I'm just doing it on Coinbase because it's super easy right now, and it's the easiest. We'll preview the buy. It's spinning around. I'm buying $1,500 worth of Bitcoin right now. I'm continuously adding to my stash, okay? You do this 10 times, you're at 15,000. You're almost at a whole Bitcoin, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't have the BALZs to do this. They're not going to do it, you know what I mean? Buy now. Look, I'm going to hit the buy now button. Payment method. Purchase $477. They still rip you off and they make you pay more. They're giving me $24.60 for it. There's a better way to do it. You can transfer it other places. I'm going to use Uphold and all that, but I don't mind. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Apple Pay, $7,500 limit. That's funny. Hold on. It's just giving me a problem, and I want to get it done. Oop. Insufficient funds in my payment method. It's saying it doesn't. Wait. Coinbase fee was going to be $50? No. All right. I'm going to use Coinbase. I'm just going to. All right. Hold on. Bear with me because I'm going to do this live. I'm not going to say I'm going to buy Bitcoin live and then not do it. I ain't that dude. That ain't happening to me. Ain't happening to me. Send in a super chat. Let's talk about another coin here while I'm waiting to sign into some of my accounts here. We're going to use 3 commas to do this. 3 commas is the easiest way to access multiple exchanges, get down and do whatever you need to do. All right? 3 commas, I'm telling you right now. All right, maybe I'll change it to 1,000. This one thing says I could do 1,000. I've been not really keeping up with my it says 15,000 limit on my Chase account. And then it says I can't, which I don't understand. I could do PayPal. I got 1,000 in PayPal. I use PayPal. What is the fee though? They tend to get you. You don't pay attention. You know what I mean? $38? No, I'm not doing that. $38 to buy Bitcoin. Why would they do this? And then they only give you, like a $38 fee to buy Bitcoin. Like what? That doesn't cost. We know it doesn't cost that money to do that. You know what I mean? That's just garbage. That's garbage. Anyway, losing viewers because we're dry on the market here. Let's keep it moving. Total market cap. Flat, man. But honestly, the monthly looks absolutely beautiful. So this is big time investing. Everyone wants fast money. And it's funny that people leave here because this is the goal. Like, this is what you need. This is how you change your life. By investing in Bitcoin long term and building a huge nest egg of an amazing asset. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. You do whatever makes you happy. This is how I changed my life. Let me verify that, This is how I changed my life. You do whatever you want. Like, you may not agree with my strategy. It may not sit well with you. Your risk may not be my risk. We may not be in the same boat. It's not the same, So that's why you never compare yourself to another human. Pointless, because no human is sitting in the same place you are. No one has the same perspective you do. Period. Right? Shout out to the $91 in chat revenue. You people are unbelievable. Thank you so much for the love. All right. So if I smart trade a bit here, all right. Dude, and NMW is a slow winner. You know what I'm saying? Morpheus Labs, I'm going to start DCAing it. I like that project personally, but you do whatever makes you happy there, right? So Binance US, let's see here. Sorry, I should just stop this, but now I'm like obsessed with proving that I'm doing what I say I'm going to do. You know what I mean? But I'm losing viewers doing it. It's like, because of, come on. Just do it, man. Just get it done, bro. Stop BSing here. What's going on? All right, here we go. I'm going to buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. Let's get this done. All right. And I'm just showing you that I constantly add to my stash. That's all I want to show you. Like, that's just the point of this. And I'm going to buy Bitcoin at 20,357. I'm going to give them the ask, right? Total. Why is it not showing? Hold up. So sorry. I don't want to like show my whole account. You know what I mean? I'm trying to like. And I have multiple accounts, and I'm always trying to figure out which one is like. All right, here we go. Here we go. So right now, look, I'm gonna buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. All right. I also don't want to show all my information. So look, I'm gonna buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin right here at 20,357. I'm gonna create the trade. Bang. Confirm the transaction. I'm using 3 commas to do that. I didn't just pay all those fees on 3 commas on Coinbase. Not gonna do that. Just not happening, right? And so there we go. In for $1,000. Bang, bang, bang. Continuing to add to my Bitcoin stacks. I don't care how long it takes. I'll hold that for 5 to 6 years continuously. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm proving to you that once I looked at this and I saw where I'm at, I said, man, I gotta continue to add. Super important that I'm always staying focused on the long term, because the short term can throw you off of a 4-year plan. If you're, sometimes it's better just have a bigger 4-year plan and then work toward that plan. And honestly, the little plans will take care of themselves if you go for the bigger plan. Extreme fear today at 25. We were down at 20 yesterday. We've nudged up a little bit. I do start buying whenever the fear is getting into the darker zone. I do not like to buy when Bitcoin's up in here. To me, that's just, you're paying too much. So I got to start buying at the discount prices down here. We start to get lower, those $1,000 buys will turn to $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 buys. I will up the ante, and I'll continuously buying more and more Bitcoin as we continue to go, right? So I don't BS. I show you exactly what I'm doing. I lay it down. And that's what you don't see a lot of other YouTubers doing too. You have no idea what they're doing. You have no clue really what they believe, right? Because it's a little up and down, Let's get back into that 7-minute time frame that we're watching closely on the total market cap. All right. Sorry, I know we got a lot of stuff going on, but I go from the monthly to the 7-minute, and you won't see that on a lot of channels, and that's not easy to do. All right, so you got to give some credit where credit's due there. So let's take a look here. Did I really delete my old work? No, right? Yeah. So look, the bulls must break back above 2,975, and honestly, that was a level that I've had and determined for a while, and it's showing to be a pretty good region. We want to stay above that zone. We want to see this 7-minute break up to the upside. It's looking pretty nice, like it may do it. Sideways action, pretty boring today, I must admit. All right. I must admit. And this is where we stand. The total market cap. This is Bitcoin. This is the total market cap. This is the S&P. It's all together. We're showing it to you all at once. You know, this is nice. What's happening here? This flag that we're starting to form. I like that because resistance. We want to stay above that. We want this to continue to the upside. 7-minute is getting a little spent. 15-minute is indecisive there. 1 hour says, hey, I did what I could for you. I got you. You know, the 1 hour. And we called this morning. From this morning, we started here. I said, man, look for the S&P to pump. My target was here, but I had another target there, right? 4,000 all the way up to 4,044. And lo and behold, we got you there. So I put this out at 8:30 this morning. We got you to the next move. So my prediction of a breakout on the S&P was correct, right? And we are at resistance now, and we're seeing if the 7-minute can just give us a little more of a move. But S&P is starting to kind of, we see this bearish divergence on the S&P. And again, low liquidity on, don't get too excited by any of these pumps. As I said before, you're waiting for a 4-hour candle to close, right? And so look, we can get rid of this now. It happened already, really, in a way. And we can readjust like the S&P, right? It's in this type of zone. Take the length of the flagpole. Can Bitcoin break above? And the idea, like I keep explaining to you, and I sound like a broken record, but that's okay. Because when I was young and just beginning, I needed to be told 100 times. Bitcoin must close a candle on the 4-hour time frame above 20,300. We have 41 minutes for that to occur. We're waiting for that to be achieved. This move was nice. We did break this trend line, but we gotta really, it's gotta be sustained, all right? It's gotta be sustained by candles closing above resistance on bigger time frames, all right? If that makes any sense to you, all right? All right, so someone did bring up Aave 3L yesterday, and we said, will it come down here and bounce, or will it stay in the flag? And this is why I make flags. So like back here yesterday, you'll see Aave get high, and you're like, all right, it's overbought here, but could it come back down? And I said, I'm gonna set an alert on the 4-hour. And I said, if this stays in a flag, or does it come on to the downside, right? And look, it went all the way back down on the 4-hour, but it stayed in the flag. And this is my flag theory. If it can stay in the flag and bend back on the stochastics, then it's likely to break out of the flag. And this is how you can really be very, very accurate. So you draw the flag before it happens, right? So I'm going to bring, and I show this all the time in my live, but I just love showing it again. And because this is how I figured out how to become the most accurate of anyone I knew, really, because I don't watch any YouTuber anymore for any reason. There's no point, you know. I really don't. You know, sometimes I look at what my mentor said, my old mentor, just to kind of like see if he's, you know, and sometimes we're on the same page, sometimes we're not. Like, it depends. And other people's TA will just get in the way of your own at one point. So that's something that I always kind of go over and talk about in my own head, you know. So here, my trading style is to find 4 hours that are overbought. All right. I like it when the daily's also ready to go. Like, so if the daily's low and I find a high 4-hour, these are my favorite trades. So I scan the market for oversold daily. All right. That's what I do. And then I also look for overbought 4 hours. At that point, I set alerts on the low stochastic areas. All right. And I draw a flag. All right. What I want to happen is I want price action to never leave the flag and end up at the bottom of the pattern here. All right. And I've seen this like thousands of times, so that's why I recreated. And I want the stochastics to come here. Now, I had to watch price action for 4 to 5 years to figure this out. I'm giving you something that my mind had to go through mazes and mazes of information to figure out. And then I had to compartmentalize the information, piece it together, and then backtest it for years to make sure that before I told anybody about it, it actually looked correct and worked. You know, this works. You can backtest this. You can put me against anyone else in this strategy that I've created. This is an amazing strategy. I call it projection with stochastics alerts. The projection theory with stochastics alerts. I had to name it something. Projection theory with stochastics alerts. And maybe other people do it in some other ways. Or maybe they use some automated system to do it, but I do it manually and I can see what's going on. So you press play, and I use the replay tool to figure out a lot of this. So once we got low on the 4 hour, okay, and you realize, and so we're thinking maybe you bounce up, maybe, but here you stay inside the channel. So your entry is right there on the low stochastics. Now, if you can couple that with a 1 hour getting low right here, and a 15-minute getting low, which is also right there, and you buy the bottom of the pattern, and this is my trading style. So I look for a high, I look for a low daily, right, with the replay tool, right? I then scan, and I want to see, and then I go to the 4 hour, and I want to see that the 4 hour is overbought. All right, interesting. And then from there, I work my magic. You know what I'm saying? And set my alerts. Does that make sense to everybody here? Does anybody not understand this? Is there anybody out there that doesn't understand what I just explained? Because this is going to be the key to all of us lifers making tons and tons of gains. And you could short, you could long, you could do so much with this strategy. Okay? Does anybody understand this? Does everybody understand this? Does anybody not understand this? And it's okay. It's okay. Super chats, MATIC, BRISE, Quick, Lessons on Fibs, TRB, EXRD, and ADA. Wow, we got a lot of super chats coming on in. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 796 people, 650 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would be so greatly appreciative of that. Thank you so much. All right, so take a look. So Abe banged out of that flag to the upside, followed Bitcoin's bump. Again, it was a short-lived pump on the 1 hour. A lot of things are overbought now. And look, it's right at resistance, so just be careful. I like to take profits, you know. The flag theory is super awesome. Amazing strategy for an amazing guy. Shout out to Crypto Dino. Can't believe this is giving away so many giveaways. Bitcoin testing SMA 200 again on the 1 hour. Should I buy Bitcoin now? We will never tell you what to do. You do whatever makes you happy. Don't ever ask a YouTuber what to do. That's horrible. Dropped BRISE in here yesterday. Hopefully someone saw it. Good luck, y'all. Shout out to Fahi Fohai. Fohai, my man. Send in super chats for deep dives. So we're going to start off the super chats. And look, we got a lot coming at us. We got MATIC, we got BRISE, we got Quick, Swap, we got TRB, we got EXRD, and Cardano. Let's start off with MATIC and take a look at our baby MATIC. ES1 staying in the flag. It's consolidating above the resistance. That's nice to see. All right. There is bearish divergence. Can it fight it off and continue to the upside is the question, or at least go sideways. Stay above 4,000. Total market cap. Can we break back above $1 trillion? Can we go to that $1 trillion region? Can we get hungry? If we get back above $1 trillion, that would be psychological. Think about it. We broke below $1 trillion. We should have gone all the way to 880. We did it. We fought to 950. We fought back. I talked about 975 being a big area. We got above it today, which is crazy on low liquidity on a Friday. And now we continue to grind to the upside. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Please keep those likes up. If you get the likes up, we're going to get to the 1,000 people on the live stream. They tend to come in towards the end of the live, too, and start to pile on in. Let's take a look at MATIC, baby. MATIC. And honestly, doing these super chats is what got me better at doing TA over and over and over again. Right off the bat, I see a shoulder, head, and a shoulder for MATIC. Just, you know, not saying it's guaranteed. It's just the first thing that I see. I'm just giving you the first thing that I see. However, the 7-minute is oversold. Could go sideways. So that's the first thing I see. That's a bearish sign. All right. Second thing I see right off the bat, it is the 7-minute, but I see a bearish divergence. I see swing up to swing up. The third thing I start to see is this is a rising wedge, and rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Okay. However, Bitcoin is attempting to push up a little more. So is the S&P. MATIC would like to follow. All right. It's a bit of a parabola forming here too on the smaller time frames for MATIC. Look at that. Parabola is when you really start to make a move to the upside in a violent and just a very, very, very forceful way. Okay. We're going to take a look at our 1 hour time frame, and the 1 hour is actually getting low, and that tells me that MATIC actually may be up for some more fun here. So this is interesting. Watch MATIC closely, but it gets oversold and that flips. Also, what I like seeing is this bit of this bullish pattern here on the RSI. Lack of bearish momentum so far. Interesting. Could MATIC continue to the upside for gains? Make 8%, that would be 24 in the 3L token. You know, it's high risk, but you got to have a shoulder, head, and a little shoulder there too, and you're holding above this resistance, just like the S&P broke above. You can see how, does everyone see how the S&P is inside of MATIC? The S&P broke out and is retesting, you know, and it's in basically the same pattern, you know. It broke out, it's retesting. And we can redraw the same pattern here on the ES1. Basically, very similar that MATIC's in. And you can start to be like, so this is how you're using the S&P to trade altcoins. I'm giving you gold, man. Every day there's gold here. Every single day. And I hope there's a new person to soak it up every time, because it's just so much awesome information. If I knew this when I first started, man, I would be a whiz. I had to piece this all together. It took me 5 years. The next halving is less than 2 years away. You have less than 2 years to master this information that I have given you for $99 a month. I mean, come on. I also give you tools, tips, and tricks, and so much other information, you know. And what I aim to do is keep you paid on the live stream so you can then want to join the trading group, right? So again, you know, can we break to the upside? And MATIC would continue. So MATIC looking bullish on the 1 hour time frame with a flip. 4 hour very oversold though. So like, see, this is where it gets tough for beginners. You have contradictory ideas, because the 4 hour is saying, I'm done, dude, I'm spent. You know, I'm very overbought. You know what I mean? Daily also getting a little overbought. You see that? You're tempting to be in this channel. So like the daily looks like you may dump back down to 69. So we're seeing some resistance for MATIC at the $89, $90 area, 90 cent area. And you can see I have this resistance shown, right? Someone asked me about MATIC the other day. Remember when I said, man, it's likely maybe to drop a little bit. Now it pumped up a little bit, but again, I don't buy this rally that much yet. I'm not full blown into this rally. Like, doesn't have me at, I'm not like, you know, like MATIC's got to get back 105, $1.05 to remain bullish. Anything else is just unacceptable for me personally. You know what I mean? So, if you trade MATIC, it's a 1 hour scalp and a 1 hour scalp only. And it's high risk because the 4 hours is not in your favor. There's only like 8% on the measured move. To me, it's just not really, I don't know. I'd love to say yes, and yes, and just not calling my name. You know what I mean? Possible scalp, and MATIC 3L could give you 20%. So I just know the risk is just really high. You know what I mean? And so I don't tell my buddies to cross streets that could hurt them. You know what I mean? That makes sense. So now it looks good. I mean, it's setting up for a nice move. It's completely up to you whether you take this chance. 29% gains. I mean, that's a nice pump. Could even start to dump right now, though, and you know, so it's got to hold the zone. 15 minutes very oversold, so it's interesting. I do like to get in when the 15-minute and the 1 hour are oversold. This could be a bounce here for MATIC, but it's very high risk. It's on the radar, though. I appreciate that. So I looked at MATIC and MATIC 3L in depth and just gave you, you know, what I believe is the probability of a win. You know what I mean? Custom made $12,000 computer though, that's insane. AMD Ryzen 590X 16 core processor. Windows 10 Pro. Laura, that thing looks amazing. It was a blast. 11 in the morning at September 2nd. I like the 99. Actually, everyone in the 99, you can ask questions, but the learning library is really the greatest place. Yeah, if you're not doing heavy duty stuff, then, you know. Robinhood CEO has $6 billion in cash, and should the brokerage want to explore potential acquisitions? Man, that's crazy. That's just the worst run exchange ever. You know what I mean? So people like Luna C, let's take a look. Let's go through these super chats and get them done. BRISE, BitGert. Okay. So, and I show you, remember we were like, it could pump, but the 4 hour was very overbought. All right. So even though, look, it was nice, the 4 hour was overbought. So that's a good lesson. So you could try to scalp, but when the 4 hour was overbought, just, it's the smart move is to leave it alone. You know what I mean? Is to just leave it alone. Now, I've seen this before. I've been seeing this pattern a lot recently. It's a very strange one. It's a rising wedge that breaks out, comes back in, and then it tends to break out yet again, right? You got like this wedge that it forms. It's oversold in the 4 hour, pushing to the upside. So it looks like BitGert does want to pop. It's one of the most, it was like the most trending coin, second most trending coin next to Luna C last week. So this thing had legs. You see what I'm saying? So BRISE. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is not in your favor per se, you know, in a flag. 15-minute is flagging out though. This coin has like that, like everyone kind of wants to get down on type of thing. Even the name BRISE is hot. They got a good name. You know, they did a good job. Like, just naming it. I know it sounds funny, but just sometimes that alone, a good name could go far if it's done right and marketed right. You just hear the name BRISE and makes you think of money. You know, makes you think you're gonna make it. There's something about this coin that you know, and it just gives you that like feeling of a movement. So BRISE is interesting. 31% gains if the 15-minute flag can break to the upside and continue. Interesting. It did breach this trend line. It broke out. It's now in a flag. A flag outside of a falling wedge is usually a very bullish sign. 4 hours on your radar as well, but you can barely see the flag there, and you can't get above resistance for the moment, right? 1 hour's pushing down on me too. It's just interesting. That's a high-risk trade. Could easily play out, though, for 31%. It's been the hottest coin in the game recently. So 21 crosses the 200. That's going to be a bullish sign, and tight moving averages as well. So BRISE is on my radar for possible moves, but just be careful. All right. Stop loss could be somewhere here below the 200 moving average. I like to use the moving averages in between my stop losses. It gives me a little more protection. That is a flag, possibly 31% gains, and the 4 hour looks really good. So you got the 4 hour in your favor for BRISE, you know. Did anybody work out with me today on the in the Zoom? Possible 30% gains coming for BRISE. All right. 4 hours oversold. Watching the flag on the 15 and the 1 hour, right? The work is never done. The work is never done, right? That's how it feels, right? So BRISE hits for massive gains. Looks like it may, you know. There's some probability in our favor there. Shout out to the $117 in chat revenue. 696 people on the like button. Thank you so much. We peaked at about, what, 817 viewers today. Shout out to each and every one of you. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. It is Friday. It's the last Friday of the summer, and it's Labor Day weekend. A lot of people are, you know, packing up the car. They're going somewhere. So I'm amazed that we got as many people as we did on the stream, right? Considering how much movement we have this weekend, how many things people want to do and get out there. So not everyone's obsessed like we are of every single moment in time. I guess the lifers are, though. That's what makes us lifers, right? So, quick swap. People asking about the quickie swappy. Now, it broke out of this resistance. It made a beautiful little channel. It broke out, but overbought on the 1 hour. Does the 4 hour still have legs? No, it does not. and it's at resistance, it just, You're at resistance. It's interesting. You have been making higher lows on the way up. Let's look at our daily. Our daily has momentum, which is a good sign that we could continue to the upside, but you need a breach. Let me I'm going to delete everything and look at it again. It just so, okay. So if the daily bounces, that's the idea, that you're going to bounce back to the upside. You have resistance here and here. Interesting. And then when we zoom in, we have this other channel here. I don't know. To me, I'm pretty bearish on this because the 4 hour just doesn't look amazing. You think this would follow Ethereum and MATIC too, because it's the swap for, but maybe people aren't swapping enough. People don't know about it. Decentralized finance is a little soft right now. I mean, so what you're looking for is a breakout, maybe even a retest of this resistance here. That would be a safer play, but there's a chance this continues down for quick swap. It's interesting. Daily's in your favor, but 4 hour and 1 hour are pretty much at resistance, unable to get above the zone, right with the 200 day on the 1 hour too, the 200 moving average. See that? So your best bet is to go sideways, tighten the action, and pump out of this. But the 4 hour also shows you some bearish momentum, so it's interesting. Let's look at TRB, which popped huge, and then everyone's like, well, it has to come back hard. I remember someone saying that, We looked at TRB yesterday. Someone asked me about it, right? And I was bearish on it because, look, we were really high on, and look, we actually went down, and when we went down, we went up on the 1 hour stochastics. It was this little move here. This little move gave you that pump for Teller, right? So, when you miss moves like that, it's okay, and that's ridiculous. Those are anomalic moves. That's just strange. It's fun. I never beat myself up about something that my system really wouldn't have looked at as a great trade anyway. It's kind of So look, it broke out. It's riding the top of this trend. It's in a bit of a cup with a handle here, and it is pointing out on the 1 hour time frame. Heavy resistance, of course, where it got rejected and couldn't get above, right? So do you get a bounce? Possible. 4 hours says no way, right? And you're still rejected here. You need the miracle flip of the 4 hour. Daily's beat to the ground, right? So where you pull a Fibonacci from this wick to this wick, from the top, bottom to the upper right. You're in the 706, which is an amazing accumulation spot for me personally, in my trading style. But you're beat to the ground. It just, for me, it's not my trading style. You know what I mean? I like cleaner patterns, cleaner setups, higher probability, right? 15-minute needs a reset, so I wouldn't touch it yet. 1 hour's pushing up. After the 50-minute resets, there's some gains possible. 4 hours a little overbought for me, but anything could happen. I mean, it might pop. It's not. I personally don't like it. I personally don't. It doesn't give me all the checklists that I like. You know what I mean? I'd wait for the 4 hour to reset personally and kind of reassess the situation. And tomorrow it may go up huge. You'd be like, wow, that lifer has no idea what he's talking about. But it's not. I'm not saying it can't pump. I'm just saying my risk tolerance, it's a little outside of it. I like to have a sharper risk tolerance, and this is just a little outside of my risk tolerance. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I look at TRB. EXRD. Erratics. Okay? I love this project. It's a great project. This project's a lot different than what we just saw. 4 hours extremely oversold, curving to the upside, right? I believe in this project long term. I like the tech behind it. I believe it's fast. When DeFi comes back strong, you can see EXRD really taking a forefront, right? A lot of these coins just skyrocketed in the last run. It was pretty absurd. However, these are also on the daily, it's like, I don't know, some of these projects just may die, you know? Yeah, I thought you just said you liked it. I mean, I did, but it's like, market's shifting and changing. To me, that's just a bear flag that's going to break to the downside, right, for EXRD. And the daily is actually doing a bearish cross right now. And it couldn't get above the previous resistance. Like, you had resistance here, you had resistance here, and now you have heavy resistance there, and you can't seem to get above the zones at 5 cents and 0.7 of a cent. GRB is also the lowest it's ever been, ever, in the history of its life cycle. Like, it's at the bottom. So you're trying to catch a falling knife right now, and I don't like to do that. So, like, for me, like, I would set big resistance, like right here, and I wouldn't touch EXRD until it gets back above that resistance, does something stuff, makes a falling wedge, comes up here, makes a wedge. Then I would begin to swing trade it. I want to swing trade it once it shows me that it has, like, some support somewhere. I don't begin to swing trade when things are at their very bottom. It's pointless. There's so many other trades out there that aren't here, so they're way less risky. So I would, to me, it's sketchball. It's sketchy. Sketchy. 4 hour could pump on you. I'm not saying you can't get some gains, but again, this doesn't fit my risk tolerance. All right. Like, I'll show you a coin that does fit my risk tolerance, which is ERG, right? And I'll explain the differences, and you'll see the differences, and you'll be like, okay, I kind of see what this dude's saying now. So EXRD is in a very tight channel. The lowest it ever was somewhere down here. It is further now broken above that and consolidated, showing me way more signs of less risk. So I'd much rather swing trade this, even if the setups both look somewhat the same. If that setup was down here and below support and resistances, this setup isn't. 200-day moving through the process, tight, you know, angles. 4 hour is getting too tight here. Like, I would like it a little lower, right? 1 hour showing signs of life. We are getting tight though. You know, and then when I look at our daily, the daily's just really ready to rock. So I like what I'm seeing here for ERG, right? And this is a trade that I have put out to the trading group. This is something I'm really looking at. This is something that, to me, has far better of an idea to put my attention span on than EXRD at the moment. Now, if you truly love EXRD, then it's time to DCA into it, but that's up to you. You have to really like that project. And I'm just not ready to DCA heavy duty yet. Like, it's just not I'm not there. Look at Cardano. Someone asking about Cardano after it bounced on a low of 42, all the way back up to this resistance at 46. Cardano. All right, so we'll delete all our old work. We'll take a look at Cardano on like a weekly, even a bigger time frame. And if I even just pull a fib, it looks like we're somewhere at a 786 fib retracement. 886, sorry, yeah. In between the 786 and the 886, it's a healthy retracement. Doesn't go much lower than that usually. It's 88% retracement on the Fibonacci level is more than likely a bottom. All right, I have to say it. That's why it's strange that we would go lower, because we would break all like conventional prerequisites of technical analysis. You know, that had been true for like the last 40-50 years. Like, you know, 886 retracement on a Fibonacci is basically as low as you're gonna get. You know, you can't go 90% though. Coins do go 90%, 98 even. Anything could happen, but I just, you know. So the weekly has a little more downtrend to come. The 2 week says, hey, this is where you start buying me. The 1 month we can't even really use, but the 2 weeks is screaming, these are the lows for Cardano. You know what I mean? I remember buying Cardano at 2 cents and 8 cents in the last bear run when no one was paying attention. This could be a similar time period here. Buying Cardano at 46 cents is a big deal. You know what I mean? Yes, it's me. Funny. Free super chat. Thank you, Stack, man. We love you, man. Love you, Stack. Thank you for being here, brother. Look, we got 3,300 views right now on the 33, and it's 1933. Look. 33, 1933. I can't make this stuff up, baby. I'm telling you right now, man, I can't make it up. I love it. I love it. I love it. On the 33. Every time, baby. Every time. And now I just know that it's going to be there. If I'm on the right path, the number 33 is going to be there to support and love me and show me through the way. You know, it's nuts. But I don't even, I don't question it anymore. I just know that it's there. And it's there with me. So look, the 22 hour, very high on ADA. We know the 22-hour, we were trading that on Bitcoin, you know, and you can't get above resistance. So, I mean, altcoins don't look amazing right now. I have to be honest. I get a lot of mixed signals in the market. A lot. You know what I mean? Did we double bottom here for Cardano? Is that our low at 40 cents? You know, 22-hour, could it get back above and go sideways? It is a rising wedge that wants to break up 68% of the time. All right. The weeklies, if you're to hold it 4 to 5 years, to me, these are the greatest prices right now. So if you're a long-term investor, these are the greatest prices to be getting in. You know what I mean? So many scammers, man. I've never seen so many people impersonate me in my life. It's like overwhelming sometimes. They got 10,000 followers, 40,000 followers on Instagram. Like, they're more famous than me. It's not even me. It's so whack. It really gets on my nerves, man. It really does. I would love to get a huge... There's got to be a huge verification process for people like me, that we can just clean it up in one day and just say, only do the check guy. You know what I mean? Like, the blue check is for people that are just... it's for protection, not for anything else. Everyone wants it for the big population. Look at me and my blue check. When you work hard and you're just out there, you just happen to be someone that people know because of your hard work, man. Everyone else is out there because they're whatever else. I don't know what the heck they're doing out there. You know what I mean? So, I mean, Cardano is overbought on the 4-hour time frame and not above resistance. It's got to get a short squeeze with Bitcoin and get above the zone. Bounce. You know what I mean? It's got a little momentum today. But it's overbought on multiple time frames. So here's the deal. Like, I got to see Cardano get above this resistance, breakthrough here, maybe get back above 43 or 48. Yeah, 48 cents for me to really that's right now it's a substantial resistance. Because you can clearly see here, resistance, fell below, resistance. It's a big day. It can't seem to get above 46. Which is strange. So awesome. Okay, so that's where we stand, man. That's the super chats, everybody. We did MATIC, BRISE, Quick, TRB, EXRD, and Cardano. I didn't see a lot of love. I really didn't. I got AI robocalls. They are really good. ThingBook. I'm not lying. So crazy. Dead internet theory. We were at a point where there was more fake profiles, AI-controlled bots on social media than real people. I know. Bitcoin dominance looks like it's at the end of a falling wedge on the daily. The buyers just aren't there for Cardano. No. Music is slapping. Thank you for saying that. His 7-minute will tell the story. Cardano and Stellar scare me because the SEC has signaled they may be sued next. Stellar Lumens, though? Nothing but love for you, Sam. Shout out to Crypto Life Changer. Thank you. Much respect to Sam. Best crypto channel on the internet. Thank you. Sam, how can I help to stop the scammers? I don't know, man. I really don't know. Near 3L, XDB.3L. I talked about the fib already. He just was stating his own lesson. Any free question that you see. Near 3L, XDB, and .3L. Life for getting buff. Thank you for saying that. Can you tell? Wow, appreciate that. Life for getting diesel. My chest is getting bigger, though. I feel it every day. Feel it getting. I'm eating good, you know? Bitcoin has the best mobs in all of Web3. I know, right? Sam, there was a fake Instagram account of yours with pics of me on it. What the heck, man? I know, I saw that. You were waving. I'm like, that person knows us so well. Like, they know me and you are good friends. And then they had you I mean, that got somebody, man. It's so sad, bro. For real, though. Crypto Dino in 23 more days. Life for getting gains in the gym and the charts. Shout out to East Jordan. Super Chats, Near 3L, XDB, and .3L. Let's take a look at that real quick, too. Let's look at Near 3L. And today was a little more laid back stream. Like, I'm not coming at you with the live, but it's Friday, man. It's the last Friday before kids go back to school. It's Labor Day weekend. You know what I mean? You could feel it in the air. You can feel it in the air. I love that Benny Siegel song, right? I can feel it in the air. So look, I mean, they're all in these beautiful cup and handle. That's a cup and handle, right? Hands down. If I've ever seen me a cup and handle in my life, that is that right there now. That right there now, is that there now, cup and handle there? That now there is not there now. Now that there now there is a cup and handle. Now by golly, oh my, that there is now me a cup on handle. Have me a cup and handy. Samuel cup and handle. D cup, Benny Siegel. Deep cut, yeah. I can feel it in the air. Little letter tried to get me for 500, but I asked him and her to email me because your wife will know it, but he does not. Yeah, because that ain't the real dude. You know what I mean? Smart move, dude. Say, hey, send me an email from the wife. And if you don't get an email from the wife, the dude's full of it. Exactly. My wife handles all transactions, so she takes care of it, baby. You know what I mean? Bang, bang, Siegel Street Gang early. Yeah. Lifer's beginner's course is fire. $100 and you learn how to chart with 5 indicators, proper risk management, and calculating stop losses and more. Emery Thompson, you're the man, dude. Thank you for saying that. And remember, we teach class. If you want to jump on into class, it is every single Tuesday. New York City time from 3 to 5. Jump on into class every single Tuesday. New York City time, 3 to 5. Learn the language of the charts with that man right there. Oh, it's me. Oh my God. How did he get over there? That guy's quick. A fast little guy. So look, the 1 hour is oversold. All right. We're at resistance for near. It did break the trend line, hands down. So we're looking for a bounce off the top of the trend or a flag. So right now you flag it out. When in doubt, flag it out, baby. So flag out the 1 hour. Check your 4 hour. Your 4 hour still has momentum. It does. It's ready to go. It's just getting started. So near is breaking out on the 4 hour, about to pop. So we're going to watch to make sure that it makes a flag here. When that flag continues, we're ready to rock. We take a look at the daily, just in case. The daily is getting extended, so we may get one more rally here before it's time to put in, to take off our boots and take a break. So we're gonna watch the flag on near on the 1 hour, but the 4 hour does look absolutely beautiful for a move to the upside. Near 3L. This is a 3L token in ETF, high risk. You can lose a lot if the trade goes the other way. You lose 3 more. So if the trade goes down 5, you lose 15. And it happens fast. So don't think this is like just because it's not a liquidation site. This is still high risk, okay? Just always be careful when you trade 3L and 3S tokens, okay? High risk, high reward, for sure. So you're still trading leverage. Don't get it twisted. Don't think it's easy. Nothing is easy. All right? Shout out to Joey B. Thank you for coming on in, Joey. We appreciate you. So this has to make sense to you if you're in my trading group. Near 3L, watching the 1 hour form a flag. 4 hour has momentum. Does that make sense to everybody here? Because if it doesn't, you're going to struggle in my trading group and it's not going to make sense. So I want to make sure that makes sense. How we form flags, how we project the flag before it happens. That needs to make sense to you to understand what I'm talking about. All right. I want to make sure people are in tune, picking up what I'm putting down. You know what I'm saying? If you're long and learn not to give a damn, my man. What are the targets on Spell? Bitcoin going up, down, sideways. See, I'm the most accurate trader. Check Bitcoin and tell me, what do you think today? Ready for the super mega gig dump? No, I mean, some days you are. Michael Kama, it's funny. Some days it is up, down, sideways. But, if you do it every day, it's like 22 days out of the month where you'll be like, you know what? I believe highly likely based on my probabilities, or highly likely based on probabilities, it's going this way, and it will go that way. So like, you just got to put in more work, man. Yeah. Don't be lazy, bro. Don't be lazy and just send in random comments. Put in the work, man. I will do research. I would love to work with you to help any way I can. We need to stop the scammers so bad for your business. We will find a way. Anything is possible. Let's do it. Thank you. We just need to nail all the verifications and get verified. We need the blue check on every single social media account. And that way people will just know, like, don't go to anyone that's not blue checked, you know, just kind of how it has to be. All right. Super chats for .3L. .3L would look a lot like near, in my opinion, .3L should look a lot like near 3L, although DOT already pumped a lot today. I saw DOT as like the winner chicken dinner. I mean, it's a little extended at this point. My mind, that would be time to sell .3L overbought on the 4-hour time frame, right? Overbought on, yeah, that's, you're at resistance. It's time to take some profits. I personally would be taking profits right away from DOT. So that's just me. You do whatever makes you happy. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not licensed, and I'm not doing that. So all I am is showing you what I would do right here. I would be selling this right now. You know, daily still has momentum. 4 hours overbought, 1 hour's overbought. 15-minute is probably likely overbought with some divergence too there. You know, now it could continue to pump, but like, that's a nice move. I would take my gains and be on my way. Falling wedge broke to the upside. So ETHBTC is a coin you want to look at, a trade you want to look at a lot. And we've been going over it. And it finally breached and broke out a little bit here. Looks like it has a measured move, right? Daily looks pretty good with the momentum continuing to the upside and a breakout above the resistance. See that? So ETH is moving in a funky pattern. I mean, that pattern is very strange. I'll just put it in a flag this way, really. And it broke out of the flag. But it is pushing up. Can it get above resistance is the question. Dollar index. Let's take a look at the dollar. Big deal. What the dollar is doing today, right? Is it going to breach my trend line? And we've been screaming at it to dump on the daily, and we really need it to. And right there, that's a beginning to become a bearish engulfing candle. That candle closes in 7 hours. I'd love that to become a bearish engulfer. All right. We see the bearish divergence here. We see the bearish divergence there. I don't understand why, and we're overbought on the daily. It's time to come on down, and that's going to give a relief rally for Bitcoin. All right. Really nice. Also, we have the pump on the 4 hour, and it didn't really go as high as we thought. It stayed confirmed with bearish divergence. It's exactly what I projected and was wanting to see on the dollar index. Now we're dumping to the downside with more momentum. Can we continue, please? I'd like to see this breach and then do a bearish retest. But so far, so good. That was your relief rally today for the S&P and Bitcoin. The dollar dropping from that resistance. Sam, you're clearly a genius with the TA. How do you keep your ego healthy? There's many ways. You got to just strip yourself of all like accomplishments and just tell yourself you're nothing. Not put yourself down, but be like, you know what? I'm just a creature of God. You know what? It's believing in God. Because when I realized God gave me everything I have today, I realized that you can't be pompous when you realize God gave it to you, right? So like, God gave me this channel. God gave me this experience. God gave me the ability to start this the trading group, and God gave me all the opportunity that I have now. And so if God gave it to me, then I don't take it for granted. I'm appreciative of it, and I have gratitude. So I truly believe believing in God like does so much for me personally, you know, and it takes care of a lot of other issues. You know what I mean? You don't want to get too egotistical because you believe in the devil, and the devil can take a hold of you when you get full of ego, and you don't want the devil to get a hold of you, right? So if you want to stay away from the devil and be clear of the devil, then you need to remind yourself that you can't get too into yourself, like, right, into the ego part of life. So it's all about understanding that the devil exists, and he tries to blind you and get you as far away from God as he can. And eventually he makes you so blinded that you don't really have a connection to God at all. And that's a sad thing. And we see that a lot in society today, right? And again, I don't judge anybody whether you believe in God or not. I don't judge you. I really don't, because I was lost, and I didn't always. But I felt like I've got connected. God gave me this channel, and so, you know, and I don't mean to offend anyone by saying that, right? Let's take a look at XDB. A lot of super chats came in. Digital bits here on KuCoin. Thank you so much for the super chat. I usually address the person who sent the super chat in. I'm just unable to see them now as the chat comes in so fast, and I'm so focused on what's going on. Gratitude, copy that, baby. Yep. By using gratitude, you can really handle every issue in life. I'm so serious. By using gratitude, you can handle any issue in life. Can you look at UFO? Shout out to Jeffy Brown in the game. Shout out to Jeff Brown. We love you, Jeff. Thank you for being here, brother. Thank you so much for the super chat. We love you, brother. Gratitude is the attitude every single day, baby. Every single day. Before a single trade, best choice to take the beginner's course. It is needed to follow the Lifers 99 trading group and to begin to participate in the trading group when you arrive. I like it when the devil knocks on my door because it means I'm doing something right. Shout out to Crypto Billionaires. I like that you just said that. One of the reasons this is my favorite channel is because you frequently acknowledge God. Shout out to Matthew Brown, man. Thank you. Love you too. Thank you, Jeff. I see you, Jeff. We're out of here, babe. I'm just getting one more. Really? You didn't tell me that. Can we go get some food? Okay, so you asked about Digibyte. Digital bits, actually. I think this project is horrible. I don't know much about this project. It's all the way back at the bottom, man. You'd have to believe in this thing to want it. I'm sorry, like, it's a project I don't know a lot about, and it's at the bottom of its barrel. Like, this project could die, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. This thing is dumped. I feel like MATIC 3S looking bullish. Can you confirm or deny? I appreciate everything you do. God bless. Shout out to Benny Boy 07. Love you, brother. Shout out to Diablo for the $4.99. Thank you so much for the $1.29 in chat revenue. You people keep pouring out the chat revenue. Yan Yo Yai. Funny. Benny Boo. He just did MATIC a bit ago with the stream stops. No, but he asked for MATIC 3S, so I want to take a look at it. It's the 3S token. I'm actually curious, too, with this same question. You know what I mean? I'm a little curious. I would like to see. This looks like it could continue to the downside. You got downward momentum on the daily. You could be curving back down on the 4 hour. 1 hour is attempting to bounce on you. Digital bites. I tell you, man, I don't know. This thing is at the dumps. It doesn't even have divergence there. They're both swinging down. It could definitely bounce, but it's got to get back above that resistance for me to take it seriously. 1 hour could bounce on you. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of this at all. It like pains me to look at it. Sorry. It just, I have like subconscious probability, and that thing doesn't have it, you know? So UFO gaming. Let's actually look at the last time I looked at it. I want to see here. So we were in this tight channel. We wanted to get a bounce off the golden pocket. We didn't. We fell below. And we struggled. We made a higher high low and a higher low. Now we're overbought on the 1 hour time frame. I mean, you're not above the zone. I liked UFO. It looked like the most probable. Bitcoin took a nasty dive, right? And then things changed. Daily's still not completely oversold yet. So look, let's look. I'll be looking at a lot of this stuff. Look at the 3-day chart. 3-day chart suggests that the time to buy on the low was down there. 3-day chart. So if you play this big time, and a 3-day chart takes about a month to play out. So if you're willing to hold this for a month, the cup and handle here is saying that there will be some gains coming. UFO is a top coin in the metaverse that tends to perform pretty well. It did really well, too, the last few weeks comparatively to the rest of the market, you know, and it's up from its bottom, as you can see, and it's doing some damage. The 3-day chart looks really good. The daily chart looks really good. We've been watching it for a while here. We had pulled a Fibonacci. And look, it's at that 706 area, golden pocket. It's actually in the golden pocket. It did bounce off the golden pocket on the daily time frame. It's up a little bit there. You can't see, but it's probably like 15 to 20%. 29 already, which is crazy, right? It's weird how much you can get out of a little move you can't see on the daily. That's why I like trading the 1 hour and the 15 and the 4 hour, because you can see a lot of this. So again, it's like you're attempting to break out. You have momentum on the 4 hour. You did break out. So can you continue to the measured move is the question. You're going to have resistance here at 3316. Okay. Adam, let's go. UFO and Elon for retirement. Possibly, I don't know, man. Silica, please, please, please. The stream is ending, and honestly, it's super chats now, and then I'm out of here for the day. We're hurting the, I'm starting to hurt my own, you know, my own algorithmic moves here because I'm putting less people on the stream during the algorithm. So it's better that I eventually skip on out here now at 12:07. So just for growth purposes, you know. Etom Cube with a stop at 07. I'm learning. LOL. Hey, Etom Cube did a pump. Remember you guys asking me about it earlier. So UFO is looking nice for tightness. It could break out, but again, to me, it's like it's still kind of it's still a little bit at resistance, and we could see it lower, double bottom. It's interesting, but it's not where I want it yet. Personally, I'll put an alert on the 1 hour. When that comes on down, I'll take a look at UFO. Okay. Let's take a look at best show in the game. Thank you. You grow, I grow. I appreciate it. Bitcoin, please. You should definitely email cryptolifers for the information on the MetaMask course. It's definitely awesome and worthwhile. Both winners have confirmed and emailed. That's so awesome. Hope you have some great family time. Peace. Thank you for saying that, Jamie. Have a great day, one and all. Thank you, Sam. Learned so much today. Bitcoin, please. We've gone over Bitcoin, man. We'll go over it again before I leave. Don't worry. I always have to for social media purposes. So there was one other coin that someone wanted me to go over. It was MATIC 3S, right? Yeah, MATIC 3S. MATIC 3S. I'm just curious. Help me kind of make an idea here of the market too. So the 1 hour for MATIC 3S is sideways, and that's the thing. Like the 3 hours, everything is just sideways. This is just messy price action, man. There's a falling wedge that broke to the downside, number one, and then made a flag. A bear flag that could continue to dump. That to me, MATIC looks more bullish to the upside here on the 1 hour time frame than it looks bearish, I'd have to say, right? So I don't. Someone said I cup and handle. I don't see the bullishness here. Take a look at the 4 hour time frame. Okay, I see the 4 hour maybe attempting to make a big push, but the 1 hour has to come down first. I don't know, man. It could bounce. How quick it bounces is the question. They're always going to go up and down. The idea is, like, are you going to get the measured move? And, you know, I don't know. Super Chat's MATIC 3S, yeah. Dad, just take him straight to the ice cream with chocolate M&Ms and have fun. I know, right? Appreciate your knowledge, brother. Was just curious. Anytime, Benny Boo. I love you, man. I have taken private following your studies. You are awesome. Love you. Shout out to Adarsh Anapan. Thank you, man. Before you leave, please give your finishing thoughts on Bitcoin, where to place a stop loss. I mean, I'm going to go over my idea here. So Bitcoin has retraced back on the 7, stayed inside the flag. Bullish, right? Pushing back up on the 7 minute. You still got a measured move here that you could make some gains. You do see some bearish divergence, but it may have played out already, and you held support. MACD trying to turn back to the upside. The 7 minute wants to push up. You're also watching the 7 minute on the ES1. Remember that. Nothing has changed. The good thing that we saw, let me show you what I believe is very strong. Okay? We broke out. We broke this resistance. Great, right? We then made this flag. This flag is about to do damage right now. See it? And break to the upside. Bullish for the S&P. Bullish for Bitcoin. Bullish for the 3L tokens. I would trade 3L tokens on the 1 hour to the upside. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame. It's spent. And the 3L tokens will follow that. That's a little spent for me. Maybe MATIC 3L or whatever you see, but to me, let's see if we can get a boost up here on the 7 minute. And then from there, like, we're going to get some pullbacks and some sideways behavior. The 4 hour candle, did it close above 20,300 in 3 minutes and 48 seconds? We will get the confirmation. That's the first set of confirmation, and it's not amazing. It's like this first step trying to get our way on out. So right now I'm watching the 7 and the 15 minute for Bitcoin, which are resetting and possibly could push us all the way to 20,900. So these two time frames may get us there, and then from there we'll reassess the situation. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe so you can find out when I post my next video. And remember, If you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Today was a tough, hard day. We went through a lot of coins. You guys challenged the heck out of me. You lavished me with $139 in chat revenue. You people are amazing. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the support. And honestly, without each and every one of you, I could not do it. And I'm not going to be perfect every day. I'm not. Some days I'm super awesome on point. Some days I'm maybe not the best. It is what it is. I am a human being. But what I will do is I'll show up every single day and I'll give you 110% of my energy, 110% of my knowledge, and 110% of my love. I love you all. Thank you so much. Please live in love. It is the strongest frequency in the world. Remember, you can accomplish so much more if you stay in love. Way more. You can. You are the best. You will accomplish anything. Keep people away from you that are negative. Walk away from negativity. Raise your frequency, and you'll keep so much negativity out of your life. You will be an amazing individual. Everybody, I love you. Thank you so much. I'll keep you posted for Bitcoin in the trading group. If you want to join the Discord, links are below the video. I'll see you on the next live stream tomorrow at 8 p.m. Remember, we got a little break now. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. However, I will do a Bitcoin update every Saturday and Sunday morning. So look out for that coming at you. Bang, bang, bang. So shout out to everybody here. Thank you so much for being here. I couldn't do it without each and every one of you. Gratitude is the attitude. Thank you. I'll see you on tomorrow's live stream, and I'll be in the Discord with my trading group. Peace. Crypto is life. Be safe.